Hey guys, welcome back to DC Movie News Character Corner, the Suicide Squad special. We're looking at Rick Flag, now created by Robert Hagner and Ross Adnew for Brave and the Bold back in 1959. Now this is interesting. There was Rick Flag Sr. and Rick Flag Jr. Rick Flag Sr. is kind of the old school DC Comics brought up, 60s, 70s, 80s, where he was kind of more of like a Sergeant Rock type character. He was a military guy. He was part of a group called the Challengers of the Unknown. So he was kind of always their military figure. And then as you started getting to the 80s and 90s, they kind of introduced Rick Flag Jr., which he was brought into the Suicide Squad. And he's like, I always picture him kind of like I want to say Arnold Schwarzenegger, but that's a bad type. But he was that, flat top military gung-ho guy that got the squad in line. He was not part of the Justice League Unlimited with their Task Force X. He was around, but he was a military guy. He's always with Waller. And he's kind of their, I'd say, a liaison. So you got Waller being the politician. Rick Flag is the hands-on-the-ground field leader. Now he's being played by Joel Kinnaman in our Suicide Squad film. He was also in Arrow. Season 10, I believe this last season, episode called Lazarus. Rick Flag was in that. So now we are today, Rick Flag, he's been in the New 52 in this role. So I think when the writers of Suicide Squad were looking at this film and they needed someone, they couldn't have Amanda Waller running field ops with these guys, so they were like, who can we bring in? And Rick Flag is an obvious choice. They don't know if it's Rick Flag Sr. or Jr. I don't think they're going to deal with that. I was trying to look on his badge on his jacket where it says Flag. It doesn't say Jr. or Senior, so I'm just kind of saying they're generic Rick Flag out there. Getting rid of the senior junior thing. But Rick Flag, it's good. He's got his hands full. He's also got Scott Eastwood's character in there kind of as his backup. These are the guys that are corralling these monsters. Played by Joel Kinnaman. If you ever know him, he was on the TV show called The Killing. He was in RoboCop. Very interesting choice, I think, playing this role. Kinnaman kind of has that edgy feel. I figured he would have been a better member of the squad as one of the villains. So it's interesting to see him kind of playing that square-jawed hero. As far as making it through the film, I'm going to give him, I'll go 60% on this. I think there's a good shot, but he might not. That might be one of those ones where he dies off and then Deadshot has to kind of take over the leadership role and help the squad finish the mission. And again, with all these that I'm saying here, guys, remember, they have not greenlit an official sequel yet. They're going to wait for this movie to do well. It's tracking incredibly well. And I would think within the first week or two of this opening, if it does well, they're going to greenlit that sequel and go ahead with it. But as far as surviving the film, I'm going 60% chance. I think you need a character to die for have Will Smith take over and kind of lead the squad to the end of the film. See you on the next one.